It's crazy to think that by investing $100 a month starting now, that you will set your kids up to have tens of thousands of dollars by the time that they are an adult. So whether it's saving for a car, saving for their house, or even helping them save for retirement, this is the power of investing. So I'm going to share the 6 steps necessary to start investing for your kids today. Stay tuned. So the first step in investing for your kids is to first determine what it is that you're investing for. So are you investing to save up for college? Are you investing to save up for a car when they become of age? Are you even saving up for their wedding? What is it that you're investing for? Now, this is going to be important because it's going to help you decide what investment vehicle you're going to use to reach your overall goals. So first step, determine what it is that you are investing for. Now, after you know what you're investing for, the next step is to determine what your investment goal is. This is determining how much you actually want to have invested by a certain time frame. So how much do you want to have invested by the time your kid is 18, 21, or whatever that goal age is? Now, this is important because it's going to drive how you invest and how aggressively you invest in order to reach these goals. So determine what it is you're investing for, and then also determine what your ultimate goal is. How much do you want to have invested by a specific amount of time? Now, before I go to the next step, I want to know exactly what you're investing for. Are you investing for a car? Are you investing for college education? Let me know in the comments. So the next step is to determine how you're going to invest. So there are different ways that you can invest. You can invest in securities. So these are your stocks, your bonds, your mutual funds, and you can even invest in real estate. So based on what your goal is and what you're investing for, you can decide what investment vehicle to use. Now, obviously, there are pros and cons of each. For instance, if you are investing in securities, this is something that you can easily access when the time comes. So if you need money for a car, you can easily sell off stocks, or you can easily sell off your investments in order to have the cash for that purchase. But when it comes to real estate, it's not as quick and easy to sell off a property in order to get the cash needed to pay for whatever it is that you're going to pay for. So based on what it is that you're investing for and what your goal is, it'll determine what vehicle you're going to use to invest. Now, for the purpose of this video, we're going to be talking about securities. So that's your individual stocks, bonds, mutual funds, that type of stuff. But you need to determine which investment vehicle you're going to use for your ultimate goal. Once you know how you're going to invest, what your goal is, you need to determine how much you need to invest to hit that goal. So if you have a goal of paying for your kids' college, then you know you may only have maybe 10, 15 years in order to start investing. So you need to know exactly how much you need to invest in order to reach that goal by the time they're 18. Now, there are tons of investment calculators that you can use to determine how much you actually need to invest each month in order to reach whatever that, ideal goal is to pay for their tuition or whatever it is that you're investing in. So definitely leverage those to kind of figure out what the baseline needs to be as far as how much you should be investing each month. But here's the thing, no number is too small. At the end of the day, anything above 0 is something that they should all be grateful for, because many of us didn't have investment funds and college funds waiting for us when we graduated high school. So know that, yes, you may have a goal in mind. There may be a certain number that you need to invest each month to hit that goal. But at the end of the day, something is always going to be better than nothing. Now that you know how much you need to invest, you need to determine where you're actually going to invest that money. Now, again, we're talking about securities, so your stocks and bonds, mutual funds, and all those things. Now, for the case of purchasing individual stocks, mutual funds, you need to find a broker that allows you to open a custodial account that allows you to manage your children's investments. So basically, this is going to be an account that you have access to, that you can invest in on behalf of your children until they become of age. Now, these are all things that you can find online. So there's sites like Fidelity, Ally Invest, Charles Schwab, TD Ameritrade. These are all brokers that you can leverage in order to open a custodial account for your children. Now, for your college savings account, you will want to choose between a 529 account and an ESA, which is an education savings account. Now, these are tax advantage investment accounts that allow you to save and to pay for educational expenses. Now, when I say that they're tax advantage, it means that there may be tax deductions or the withdrawals may actually be tax-free. Just depends on what kind of account that you actually use. Nonetheless, these are both accounts that you can leverage to put money aside for those college and other education related expenses. Now, there are differences between the two of them, and there are certain requirements to be able to use either one. If you want to learn more about the difference and the requirements for these, I'm going to leave a link for a blog post that breaks that down in the description of this video. Now that you know what you're saving for, what your goal is, how much you need to save, how you're going to invest, where you're going to put the money, it is now time to take the final step, which is to actually open the accounts and start putting money in them. Because sis, you've done the research. Now it's time to actually start investing. Now, of course, you can have a financial advisor to help you and assist you with this. Nonetheless, these are the 6 necessary steps if you want to start investing for your kids' future today. Now, hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and stay tuned for this next video.